In the vast, endless expanse of the galaxy, Earth was regarded as nothing more than a primitive, insignificant speck. To the advanced alien civilizations that ruled the stars, humanity was seen as a weak, backward species with no place in the greater cosmic order. Earth's people were bound to their old, outdated technology, rusted weapons, ancient ships, and no real defense against the technological might of the galactic empires. The alien species that controlled the galaxy were godlike beings, with weapons that could annihilate entire worlds with a single strike. And Earth? It was nothing more than a distant curiosity, a species on the brink of extinction, unable to keep up with the relentless march of galactic progress. The Galactic Empire, led by the all-powerful King Vorin, viewed humanity with disdain. King Vorin was an ancient being, whose powers were so vast and terrifying that they bordered on the divine. His empire spanned countless star systems, and his fleet of warships could obliterate entire planets without even breaking a sweat. In the eyes of the Empire, Earth was nothing more than a curiosity to be studied, a weak, primitive planet with no future. The humans were a blip on the radar, their fate sealed by their inability to keep up with the advanced technology of their galactic overlords. The tension in the galaxy was palpable as Earth's representatives stood before the Galactic Council, a group of powerful alien species who governed the stars. They had come to plead humanity's case, hoping to gain a foothold in the larger galactic community. But instead of receiving the respect they hoped for, Earth's leaders were met with mockery and laughter. During the intergalactic meeting, the Galactic Council openly laughed at Earth's pathetic efforts to defend itself. The humans spoke passionately about their people's potential, their desire to join the galactic community, and their hopes of contributing to the war effort. But every word was met with sneers and scorn. The council members, a mix of terrifyingly advanced alien races, openly mocked Earth's primitive weapons and technology. Primitive, they sneered. A relic from a bygone age. One council member, a sleek, cold-blooded reptilian alien, spoke up with a chilling laugh. Why even bother? Earth's technology is no match for ours. Your soldiers are mere children in comparison to the might of our warriors. You are doomed to extinction. The room erupted in mocking laughter, and Earth's representatives were left speechless. It was a humiliating blow. The galaxy's fate was in the hands of these powerful beings, and humanity's chances of survival seemed slimmer than ever. But as the council mocked them, Captain Alexander Storm, the leader of Earth's most elite military unit, watched from the shadows, his anger building. His eyes narrowed as the aliens continued to belittle his people. The fate of Earth hung by a thread, and yet the council seemed blind to the true strength of humanity. Captain Storm knew that Earth's moment of reckoning was coming, and he vowed to protect humanity at all costs. Captain Alexander Storm was no ordinary soldier. He was a man driven by an unshakable belief in humanity's potential. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 5 inches tall, with a sharp jawline and piercing blue eyes, he commanded respect from all who knew him. He wasn't just the leader of the Earth Defense Forces, EDF, he was the symbol of humanity's last hope. His small but highly skilled unit had been stationed on the outer rim of the galaxy, constantly on alert for any signs of alien aggression. The enemies of Earth were vast, but Captain Storm knew one thing for sure: humanity would never give up. In the quiet moments before the storm, Captain Storm could be found in the war room of the EDF base, looking over star maps and tactical plans. His thoughts were filled with the same haunting question: how could humanity, so small and insignificant in the eyes of the galaxy, stand a chance against the might of King Vorin's empire? The answer, Storm knew, lay not in advanced technology or superior weapons, but in the heart and soul of every human being on Earth. In the silence of the war room, Captain Storm's voice was low but resolute. They think we are weak. They think we are nothing. But they are wrong. Humanity will rise. We will fight for our survival, and we will win. No matter the cost. His words rang out like a battle cry, a promise to protect Earth and its people from the oncoming storm. With the council's mockery still echoing in his ears, Captain Storm gathered his elite soldiers. They were the best of the best, a small unit of hand-picked warriors who were ready to lay down their lives for their planet. Each one had faced unimaginable dangers and fought battles that would make any other species quail in fear. But none of them had ever faced an enemy as powerful as the Galactic Empire. As the soldiers prepared for the inevitable war, Captain Storm gave one last look at the stars, knowing full well that Earth's fate was now in their hands. The future of humanity would be determined by their courage and their will to fight. The first blow was coming, and it would either be the end of humanity, or the beginning of a new chapter in galactic history. Captain Storm was determined to make sure it was the latter. The sky over Earth's colonies darkened with the shadow of the Galactic Empire's warships. Without warning, the once peaceful colonies were plunged into chaos. The Empire's fleet, vast and terrifying, appeared out of nowhere. Massive warships, unlike anything humanity had ever seen, moved through space like deadly predators, closing in on Earth's defenses. The space stations, once symbols of human achievement, were quickly overrun by advanced alien ships, their sleek forms gliding effortlessly through the atmosphere. The alien forces deployed robotic soldiers that seemed unstoppable, metallic beings with glowing eyes and weapons that could tear through buildings with ease. Earth's military was vastly outnumbered and outgunned. Despite their best efforts, human soldiers struggled to defend the colonies. The weapons they had, though once advanced in their own right, were now hopelessly outdated in comparison to the alien technology. Plasma cannons fired into the night sky, but they only seemed to tickle the invaders' armor. The desperate sound of battle echoed across the Earth colonies as alien forces surged forward. Entire cities were engulfed in flames, and human soldiers fought valiantly to slow the oncoming tide. Yet, despite the overwhelming power of the invaders, there was something strange happening. The alien weapons, designed to cause massive destruction, seemed to have little effect on the human soldiers. Their biological attacks, aimed at eradicating the weak, fell short. The aliens, confident in their superiority, had unleashed their deadliest weapon, a bioplague, genetically engineered to target and kill any species they deemed weak. It was a virus, deadly and fast-acting, designed to wipe out humans and render Earth defenseless. But to their shock, it didn't work. The plague, which had been effective on countless worlds, had no effect on the people of Earth. The human body seemed to reject the virus entirely, as if it had developed a natural resistance over time. It was not a fluke or some strange coincidence. Earth's survival had evolved in ways the aliens had never anticipated. As the alien forces watched in disbelief, human soldiers who had been exposed to the virus showed no signs of illness. They continued to fight with the same fierce determination they had always shown, as though nothing had changed. Meanwhile, the alien soldiers, who had long been confident in the success of their biological weapon, began to fall ill. Their systems malfunctioned, their strength dwindling. The bioplague, which had been designed to cripple humanity, had backfired. Instead of Earth's downfall, it was the invaders who were now facing the consequences of their arrogance. The tide of battle shifted in a heartbeat. The aliens, who had once believed Earth's destruction was a foregone conclusion, now found themselves on the defensive. Their advanced weaponry and biological attacks were useless, and they couldn't understand why. The once powerful and seemingly unstoppable invaders began to falter. The robotic soldiers, once invincible, began to malfunction and break down. Alien officers tried to issue commands, but their soldiers, infected with the bioplague, were too weak to follow orders. It was the perfect opportunity for humanity to strike back. In the heart of the chaos, Captain Alexander Storm stood firm. His mind raced as he realized what had just happened. Earth's people had survived the most lethal weapon the Empire had ever devised. They had defied the odds, and now it was time to turn the tide of the war. Storm, who had always believed in humanity's potential, knew that this was their chance. "We've got them on the run." Captain Storm shouted to his soldiers, his voice full of fire. His soldiers, some battered and broken, looked up at him, their spirits lifted by his words. They knew that this was their moment. We fight with everything we have. For Earth. For our survival. The soldiers rallied around their captain. The air was filled with the sounds of battle, but now it was different. The human forces fought harder, pushed back with renewed strength. The aliens, stunned by this unforeseen resistance, could no longer maintain their assault with the same confidence. The surprise was overwhelming, and as the invaders struggled to recover, humanity's warriors began to gain ground. For the first time in what seemed like an eternity, the humans were not the prey, they were the hunters. With their newfound immunity and the aliens' biological warfare failing, the human forces had the upper hand. And though the war was far from over, the first blow had been struck. Earth had fought back. Now, it was a battle for survival, and humanity was ready to win. As Captain Storm watched his soldiers push forward, he knew that this was just the beginning. The war for Earth's future had begun, and no alien empire could stand in their way. As the battle against the alien forces raged on, Captain Alexander Storm and his elite team of soldiers began to uncover the truth behind humanity's surprising resistance to the Galactic Empire's advanced weapons. It wasn't just luck or coincidence that Earth's people had survived the deadly bioplague. There was something deeper at play, something hidden within humanity's DNA. Storm's team, moving through the war-torn battlefields and alien-controlled zones, made a shocking discovery. Ancient records from Earth's history, hidden in a forgotten database, revealed a cosmic event that had occurred centuries ago. This event, an inexplicable collision between Earth and a distant cosmic anomaly, had altered the very makeup of humanity's DNA. Over time, this change had been forgotten, but now it had a crucial purpose. The records revealed that humanity's genetic makeup was not as primitive as the aliens believed. In fact, it gave humans an edge over advanced alien technology, including the God King's biological warfare and the mind control abilities used by the alien empire's AI. Humans had developed an unrecognized biological resistance to many of the alien species' most deadly technologies. This knowledge was the key to understanding why Earth's population was immune to the alien plague and why the invaders were unable to control or dominate humanity as easily as they had hoped. For the first time, Storm understood what was happening. It wasn't just about strength or numbers, humanity's survival had always been rooted in something more, an innate, unyielding resistance that had evolved over generations, possibly from the ancient event that no one had fully understood. With this new understanding, Captain Storm and his team prepared to infiltrate the heart of the alien empire. The mission was clear, they had to uncover more about the alien God King's biological weapons and how humanity could use their immunity to fight back. But as they made their way toward the alien capital, they knew the journey would not be easy. The team faced fierce opposition as they crossed alien-controlled territory. Robotic soldiers, heavily armed and deadly, patrolled the area. These machines were relentless, their movements swift and precise. But Storm and his team were no strangers to danger. Using their advanced cloaking devices, they carefully moved through the shadows, avoiding detection as they made their way closer to the heart of the Empire. The aliens' technology, from their stealth systems to their robotic soldiers, was formidable. Yet, humanity's ingenuity shone through. Storm's soldiers fought with everything they had, using their resourcefulness to outwit the robotic enemies. Every corner they turned, every step they took, was a risk. The air was thick with tension as the team engaged in close-quarters combat, using bladed weapons and handguns to fight the robotic soldiers in intense, fast-paced battles. As they advanced deeper into the alien capital, the stakes grew higher. The team knew they were running out of time. The more they discovered, the clearer it became that this war was not just about survival, it was about ensuring humanity's place in the galaxy. During their escape from an ambush, Storm's team faced an unimaginable loss. Bonner, one of the captain's closest soldiers and a trusted friend, made the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the rest of the team's survival. As the team fought their way out, they were cornered by an overwhelming number of alien robots. Bonner, knowing that there was no other way for the team to escape, made a choice. He stayed behind, holding off the robots long enough for his comrades to break free. His sacrifice was a devastating blow to the team. Bonner had been with Storm from the beginning, and his loss hit everyone hard. Yet, it was his final act that solidified the team's resolve. His death was not in vain. Storm, feeling the weight of the loss, made a silent promise to Bonner: he would carry on the fight, not just for Earth, but for the memory of the soldier who gave his life to protect the team. As the team regrouped, their emotions mixed with rage and grief. The loss of Bonner made them more determined than ever to fight back. Storm's voice, steady and full of purpose, broke through the sorrow. "We fight for Earth. We fight for him." His words, though simple, gave his soldiers the strength to push forward. They were no longer just fighting for survival, they were fighting for something greater. They were fighting for their fallen friend, and for humanity's future in a galaxy that had once dismissed them as weak. Captain Storm and his elite team, armed with the vital information about humanity's biological resistance, prepare for the most dangerous mission of their lives. Their target, the fortress of King Vorin, the godlike ruler of the Galactic Empire. This is the heart of the Empire, a place where the greatest and most powerful alien technologies are housed. If humanity is to stand any chance of survival, they must strike at the core of the enemy's strength. The team advances toward the fortress, moving through dark corridors, dodging alien patrols, and bypassing advanced security systems. King Vorin's palace is protected by AI-controlled defense systems that are some of the most advanced in the galaxy: laser turrets, sentry drones, and even massive robotic guardians designed to crush any intruder. The closer they get to the throne room, the stronger the resistance becomes. The battle intensifies as Storm's soldiers use their wits and adaptability to overcome the obstacles in their path. The enemy's weapons are far superior to anything humanity has ever known, but the humans fight with unyielding determination. Each member of the team plays their part, from taking out robotic sentries with explosive charges to hacking into AI systems to disable enemy turrets. With every step, they face a new challenge, but the will to protect Earth pushes them forward. Storm's leadership is critical. He keeps the team focused, never allowing the pressure of the situation to break their resolve. They know that this is their final chance. If they fail, humanity will be lost forever. But as they near the heart of the palace, their confidence grows. They've come too far to stop now. At last, Captain Storm and his team make it to the throne room. There, sitting on a towering throne of gleaming alien metal, is King Vorin. His appearance is everything the humans had feared: tall, imposing, and surrounded by an aura of terrifying power. He regards Storm with an air of arrogance, believing that no human could ever defeat him. After all, he is the God King, ruler of an empire that spans the galaxy. But the captain is not intimidated. "We are not afraid of you." His voice rings with determination. "Your empire ends today." Vorin laughs, his voice echoing through the massive chamber. "You think you can stop me? You are nothing but insects, unworthy of my time." With a swift motion, Vorin activates a hidden device, an AI-controlled weapon capable of destroying entire planets. The weapon hums to life, a swirling mass of energy that begins to build, ready to erase Earth and all its inhabitants. But as the device powers up, something strange happens: the weapon fails to take control of Storm and his team. The AI system tries to seize their minds, but it's powerless against the humans. For the first time, Vorin is caught off guard. He watches in disbelief as the humans resist the mind control. The captain and his team quickly disable the weapon, using their knowledge of the technology to neutralize it before it can destroy Earth. As the smoke clears and the team breathes a sigh of relief, a final truth is revealed. Captain Storm, standing tall before the broken God King, delivers the final blow to Vorin's arrogance. "Your power was never real," Storm says, his voice steady and full of truth. "You built your empire on fear and manipulation. But we fight with something you will never understand, love for our home, our families, and each other. Voron's facade of godlike strength begins to crumble as he realizes that the humans, unlike his own people, fight not for domination, but for what is right. The alien God King's powers, once thought to be divine, were nothing more than the result of fear and manipulation. Without his grip on fear, he is nothing. With a final cry, Voron collapses, his empire falling with him. The massive fortress begins to collapse around them as the soldiers of the Galactic Empire surrender or flee. The humans have won. They have proven that their strength lies not in their technology, but in their unbreakable spirit and their unshakable belief in each other. As Storm and his team leave the shattered throne room, they know their victory is not just a triumph over a tyrant, it's a testament to humanity's place in the galaxy. The Galactic Empire may have underestimated Earth, but now they will learn the true power of humankind, resilience, love, and the unyielding will to survive. With King Voron's defeat, the Galactic Empire begins to crumble. The once feared empire, built on fear and control, now lies in ruins. The alien factions that once followed Voron's orders, warrior species, ancient civilizations, and advanced technological races, now face a hard choice. Some of them, realizing the power of humanity, surrender. Others, too frightened to stand against the rising human force, flee to distant corners of the galaxy, their confidence shattered. Humanity has proven itself not just as a survivor but as a force to be reckoned with. The victory over King Voron sends ripples throughout the galaxy, shaking the very foundation of the intergalactic balance. Earth, once dismissed as a primitive backwater planet, is now seen as a rising power, a beacon of hope and strength for the oppressed and the forgotten. The remaining alien forces, once confident in their superiority, now face the reality that humanity is no longer the weak species they once thought. Earth has stepped onto the galactic stage, and there's no turning back. Humanity's place among the stars is no longer in doubt. With the defeat of the Galactic Empire, Earth becomes a symbol of resistance, resilience, and hope. Other races begin to look to Earth for leadership, recognizing the indomitable will of humankind. Earth's rise to prominence marks the beginning of a new era in the galaxy, a time of change, where old powers fall, and new ones rise. Captain Alexander Storm, standing alone on a high balcony overlooking the newly liberated Earth, gazes out at the stars. His heart is heavy with the memories of those who didn't make it, especially Bonner, the soldier who sacrificed his life to ensure the success of the mission. The captain reflects on the brutal journey, the countless battles, and the friends lost along the way. His mind drifts to Bonner's final moments, how the brave soldier had smiled even in the face of death, knowing that their fight would be worth it. The sacrifices made by soldiers like Bonner are not forgotten. Humanity's victory was not without cost. The fallen are honored in a solemn ceremony, and their names are etched in the annals of history. But Captain Storm knows that, despite the victory, the true strength of humanity lies in its heart. It wasn't the advanced weapons or the biological resistance that won the day, it was the resilience, the unity, and the unyielding spirit to protect their home. That is the true power of Earth, a power that no empire, no matter how advanced, could ever destroy. Humanity's journey has just begun. The galaxy now knows that Earth is not to be underestimated. As Storm stands in the quiet aftermath of the battle, he knows that the fight for Earth is far from over. Though the Galactic Empire has fallen, new challenges will arise. But Earth is no longer the underdog. Humanity's victory over King Voron has established Earth as a galactic power. As the new leader of the human forces, Captain Storm is tasked with ensuring that humanity continues to grow, forge alliances, and face the future with strength and unity. The final scenes show humanity reaching out to other races, offering cooperation and forging new alliances. No longer isolated, Earth is now a part of a vast and interconnected galaxy, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. The formation of new alliances begins, with humans standing side by side with other species in the quest for peace, stability, and exploration. As the camera zooms out, Earth is seen in the distance, no longer a tiny, insignificant speck in the galaxy, but a shining beacon at the center of the universe. The galaxy map fades into view, showing humans at the heart of the galaxy, surrounded by new friends and allies. The challenges ahead are unknown, but Captain Storm's words echo in the minds of all who fought alongside him: this is just the beginning. The galaxy will know humanity's name, and we will face whatever comes with strength, unity, and courage. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience with a sense of excitement for the future, knowing that Earth's place in the galaxy is just the beginning of something much bigger.